Hi, folks. I wanted to give you a little bit of an overview for our task today. In looking at your questions from the other day, it looks like most of you have heard of Jamboard, maybe have played with it just a little bit, or have opened the application but maybe haven't really worked with it. So I wanted to take a moment to have you guys play with it a little bit, since it could be a useful option for digital whiteboards when we do tutorial. It could also be a interesting digital option for other things as well. So today we are going to create some Jamboards. Our goal, again, yes, is to become familiar with the platform and the functions that it has, in case we want to use it for tutorials, or in case we want to use it in math or science, or anywhere where we may be working in small groups and like having the use of a whiteboard that has a blank whiteboard or some graphing options. Has a few different tools that you can play with. So our additional goal, or a little side note of playing with Jamboard, is that we're going to be building our cultural literacy. I figured if we were going to mess with Jamboards, we might as well do it with something that is of a little level of cultural interest to us. So I'm going to ask you to do some research of some urban legends, and you'll see that I have listed a few on this slide. So I'm going to move you into groups and share a Jamboard with you in the interest of just keeping our time cooking right along. So you should receive a notification from me sharing a Jamboard with you and with your group members. If you want, and I will probably show you this in a moment, I will show you where to locate Jamboard on your screens, so that if you are using Jamboard in another class, you'll know where to find it in your Chromebook. So each group is going to take an urban legend and do a little bit of research on it and create a Jamboard summarizing that urban legend. So if your group is doing La Llorona, you'll do a little bit of research on the story, and you will create the Jamboard summarizing her for us. So I'm going to move to the next slide, because that does remind us of what you need to have on your Jamboard when you get there. Please know that, like every other thing in the Google Suite, when you create your Jamboard, it will save automatically in your drive. So please make sure that on your Jamboard you have the title of your urban legend, a brief summary of it. You can do the legend in bullet points, or you can do it in a short paragraph, whatever your group decides is best.
Hello.
Your Jamboard should reflect that you used different functions. Your Jamboard has a pen option, so I want to make sure that you've written some of your information with that pen component. Your Jamboard also has a text box option, so please make sure that you have also typed in some of that information. You do have the opportunity to insert images and pictures, so please make sure you have at least one. And there is the option to create some shapes and add some shapes in, and I'm going to ask that you include at least one shape, like a circle maybe, and put some of your information in that circle. My goal here, folks, is to see that you have had an opportunity to play with each of the functions and put them on your Jamboard and manipulate that function a little bit, and maybe to learn a little bit about an urban legend too. So folks, I am going to escape out of this screen, and I'm going to show you if you are doing Jamboard in another class. It's pretty easy to find, but if you're like me, it's easy to forget things. So you're going to go to your drive, and the top button that says new with the little multicolored plus, you're going to go click on that button, and you'll see all your options for folders, files, docs, sheets, slides, and more. Make sure you go to more, and you'll see all of these different things populate. You'll see forms, drawings, etc. Go down your list of extensions until you find Jamboard, and you'll see here it is on mine. And when you click on that, as long as you're signed in, you will be automatically brought to a new and untitled Jam for you. And you'll see here you've got your blank whiteboard. You can choose your background if you want dots, or a graph in case you're working in math, black if you want a chalkboard, and it pre-slugs to a blank whiteboard. You'll see your toolbar over here. It's got your pen, your eraser, your sticky note. So please make sure that you also include at least one sticky note on your Jamboard. And you can manipulate it and move it wherever you want. You have your picture icon, your shapes, your text box, and look, you have a laser pointer. I don't need to see it in your Jamboard, but if you are using it to present, look, you got a cool pointer there to work with. So, folks, again, let's just get used to playing with the functions a little bit. If you have any questions, obviously I know you're going to help each other, but I am in Zoom also, so feel free to ask me. I'm learning too, but the best way that we can learn is by working together. So I hope you enjoy. I hope you have fun doing a little research on urban legends, and I'm looking forward to learning from you and seeing your Jamboards. Have a great day.